Hi everyone. For today's sequence, I'm going to set us up for a peak pose half moon as Ardha Chandrasana. That's going to require us to open up our hips, get some core strength for stability, open the shoulders, and it's going to be a one-leg balance, so definitely going to need a lot of focus there. So let's go ahead and set our timer and begin. Come on down to child's pose and have the balls handy already, okay? So take a moment here, you guys, just to connect with your breath.
Just take a moment, set the tone for your practice. Nice, calming breath. And then we climb up to our tabletop pose. From tabletop pose, go ahead and pick up your right knee so we can just do a little bit of circumduction here at the hip. And circle it the opposite direction. And then switch sides, left knee up, and circle to the left hip. And opposite direction. And tucking the toes, sitting up onto the heels so we can now rotate that right shoulder. So lean onto the right left palm, circle around one direction. And circle the opposite direction. Regrounding right palm, so now stack that left shoulder so you can circle arm and circle opposite direction. Coming back to center so we can just circle around the wrists here. And circle the opposite direction. Feel free to add these joint-free movements throughout your practice, you guys. Okay, coming off to our first downward facing dog. So tucking in the toes. Go ahead and lift the knees here and then begin to push back. Now, since this is our first hamstring opening, I would suggest to just bend one knee at a time just to march in place. Gauge how open your hamstrings are. So if they're fairly tight, you can always add the bend at the knees here. Or if they're fairly open, ground your heels and straighten the knees as comfortable as you can. Option to step your feet a little bit wider here as well, and lift the hips as you pump your chest a little bit more towards the earth, towards your thighs, and hold here for just a couple of breaths. Press down onto the heels, press to all 10 fingers, and then bending at the knee, go ahead and look up as you inhale, and we slowly walk ourselves to the top of the mats. Take the balls with you. Inhale, we come up flat back. Exhale, deeper forward fold. For the first Tadasana, go ahead and roll up to standing. So roll up one vertebra at a time. So the forehead's the last thing to look up. And now as you come to standing, go ahead and circle the shoulders one direction. And circle the opposite direction. Shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. And let's come back to neutral. So for the first round, you guys, feel free to not use the balls here, but I'm going to use it throughout my practice. So as you inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And then as you exhale, swan dive it forward. Inhale, flat back, so balls, palms to the shins. And exhale, deeper forward fold. Squeezing at the belly, you can always bend the knees in a forward fold. Inhale, rise on up. So again, with or without the balls. And exhale, swan dive it forward. Come up again, halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, deeper forward fold. Inhale, let's come on up. Let's do 2 more of those. And exhale, swan dive it forward. Inhale again into the flat back. And exhale, deeper forward fold. One more. Inhale, we rise. And exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, deeper forward fold. Inhale, rise on up. Connect the palms to the balls. As you exhale, go ahead and close, palms to the heart. Let's go ahead and add. Inhale, arms reach. And exhale, swan dive it through. Inhale again, flat back. Bending at the knees as you exhale, plant the palms with or without the balls. Step back to your downward facing dog. So for downward facing dog, coming up into high plank pose, let's pause for a moment here. You want to joint stack the shoulders over the elbows, over the wrists, slightly bending at the elbows here, you guys. And then we're going to lower the knees, move the shoulders forward as you exhale. Nice, clean, modified push-up. So lower the chest between the arms. And then release your belly, your toes. Slither the chest upwards. Here's your cobra. Peel the shoulders back, elbows towards the ribs. And as you exhale, go ahead and roll the balls forward. Or with no balls, go ahead and pump yourself back to child's pose. Stay here, or tuck the toes and lift up to downward facing dog. Hold here for 3 breaths. 2. 1 more. Let's bend at the knees, look up as you inhale. As we exhale, travel lightly to the top of the mat. Inhale, come up again, flat back. Exhale, deeper forward fold. Inhale, we rise, reach, get tall. Second set, exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, go ahead and plant balls or no balls, step back, downward facing dog. Second stop vinyasa, inhale, come up to plank. This time lower to your push-up. You can lower the knees if you need to. Release the toes, inhale, upward facing dog this time. Go ahead and peel the shoulders back. Tuck the toes as we exhale, back to downward facing dog. Try that again, inhale into plank. Now you choose, knees or no knees, lower. You choose either cobra or upward dog. And as we exhale, either come to child's or downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Moving it along, bend your knees, look up, inhale. As you exhale, lightly step both feet or hop to the tops of your mats. Inhale, we come up halfway. Exhale, deeper forward fold. Inhale, we rise. And third set, exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. This time as you exhale, travel through your vinyasa or not. Meet me back at down dog or child's pose. Inhale and exhale. Bend your knees, inhale, look forward. As we exhale, lightly step or hop to the top. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, deeper forward fold. Inhale, we rise. And 1 more set. Exhale, swan dive it through. Inhale, flat back. Exhale again, flow through your vinyasa or not. Meet me back, down dog or child's pose. Bending at the knees, inhale, look forward. Lightly step or hop to the top. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, deeper forward fold. Inhale, we rise. And exhale, we close. Part 2, chair pose. So bending at the knees, squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. Maybe the big toes touch, and then we sink the hips low. Take a glance. You want to be able to see the toes past the knees, and if you're not, just lean the knees and the hips back. Option to lower the hips a little extra, or pick up the heels if you want extra. And hold here for 3 breaths. On your next exhale, we straighten the knees and swan dive it through. Inhale to come up. And exhale, go ahead and plant the palms, balls or no balls, vinyasa or not, we meet at the back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, step it through. Keeping your heel lifted behind you, we're going to roll up. Crescent lunge. We're not staying long at all. Go ahead and release the palms. Balls or no balls. Now power push-up. Keeping your right leg lifted. Maybe 2.5 pumps here, you guys, for 1, 2, and for the half, release your foot behind you. Follow through the vinyasa. Meet back, downward facing dog. down dog, lift left leg, inhale. Step it through on the exhale. Find balance as you inhale, crescent lunge, and option for power push-up. So keeping that left leg lifted in play, maybe 2.5 pumps. 1, 2, and then release the foot behind you as you inhale, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take it from the top, bend your knees, look up as you inhale. As you exhale, lightly step or hop to the top. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, deeper forward fold. Inhale to chair pose. And exhale straight into swan dive. Inhale again, flat back. Bending at the knees as you exhale. Go ahead and step back. Vinyasa or not. Beat back. Down dog or child's. Inhale. Exhale. So one more round. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, crescent lunge. And exhale, plant the palms. Again, power push-up options here, you guys. 1, 2. Release as you inhale. And exhale, down dog. Lift left leg on the inhale. Step it through on the exhale. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale again, power push-up option. 1, 2. Release. Inhale and exhale. Let's add. Inhale, right leg lifts. Knee to the chest, step it through. Find balance, crescent lunge. Now we hold here for 3 breaths. Transition to warrior 2. So palms balls to the heart, adjust your legs, and then open the arms. I encourage you guys maybe to flip the palms and just let the ball rest into the palms here. And we're going to straighten out that right knee, prepping for triangle pose. So shift your right arm forward, bending at the elbow, go ahead and bring your right palm inside the shin. Take the left arm first, stack it, or left palm, place it over the waist. Then find your shoulder stack first. Stay here, or draw left arm up. 3 breaths. Let's bring the balls to the chest here so we can come back up to neutral. And then we're going to shift the opposite direction. So draw the left shoulder back. Go ahead and release the ball, the palm towards the thigh. Stack the shoulders first, and then option to reach the right arm up. Keep pressing onto that big right toe. 1 more breath. Okay, bring the balls now to the waist. Prepping for a deeper hip opening. So pivot the right foot and extend your hips further apart. Feet are parallel. Inhale, sweep the arms. And as we exhale, balls to the chest, slowly come to a flat back first, and then release those arms right over the balls, or no balls, forward fold. Option to now rotate the hands with the balls, and then crawl the arms all the way underneath the thighs to deepen your forward fold here. And then we slowly crawl ourselves back to center. Squeezing at the belly. Inhale, we come all the way extending. Reach the arms. And on the exhale, balls to the chest, and transition back to warrior 2. So re-bend your right knee, find warrior 2. From warrior 2, lightly rest your right forearm right onto the thigh here. Because I want you guys to find a spot a good 8 to 12 inches away from that right little toe. Place your palm ball to the floor. Drag your left foot to the center of the mat. Keeping your left arm left palm to the waist. Pick up your left leg. Then option to pick up left arm. Here's your half moon. Maybe hold here for 5 breaths. For 2 more breaths, consider picking up the right palm to the heart. We're going to gently roll back towards that warrior 2. So pin your left foot down. Inhale back to warrior 2. On the exhale, we'll windmill the palms, balls down to the floor. Pick up the left heel. Power push up or not, we meet back downward facing dog. 1, 2, release the foot, inhale, and exhale down. All right, easy side. From down dog, left leg lifts. Knee to the chest, step it through. Grab your balance, bring it with you. Crescent lunge. Again, balls or no balls. If you are using the weights, feel free to lower them to the shoulders or to the waist. Or hang out here, pressing the weight away from you. And 1 more breath. We now transition to warrior 2. So balls to the chest, the palms. Adjust your legs, adjust your hips. And then here's your warrior 2. With warrior 2, flip the palms. If you guys hanging on to those balls, hold here. And then straightening out that left knee, setting up for a triangle. Draw that left arm forward, bending at that left elbow. Begin to bring the shin or your knuckles to the shin. Take the ball to the right side. Stack the shoulders first. And an option to lift the ball away. 3 breaths. Let's bring the balls to the chest first. Come back up to neutral. We're going to reverse this triangle now, so place the palm ball over to the right thigh. And then curl to stack your shoulders, an option to lift the arm up and over. You want to press onto big left toe, keep your leg active. And 1 more breath. Okay, bring the balls to the waist this time. Come back up to neutral, pivoting that left foot. Wide, wide, wide forward fold here. Parallel your feet. Inhale, reach the arms. Now as we exhale, bring the balls to the chest. Start off with flat back. And then release the balls right underneath your shoulders. Against balls or no balls, we're going to bend at the knees. Go ahead and bring the balls towards the foot here. And then inhale, look forward. As you exhale, straighten out your knees. And then maybe come to a deeper forward fold here. Bend your elbows outwards here. And hold. One more breath. Bringing the palms back up to center. Stack them under the shoulders. We lift up halfway. And then draw the balls to the chest as you inhale. Lift the arms. And then exhale back to the warrior 2 towards the left. Setting up for that half moon. So lightly stack the left arm to the thigh. Take now the palm with or without the ball outside of your left fingertips and then the right palm to the waist. Drag your right toes to the middle of the mat and pick up. Stacking the hips here. Adjust your arm. And then maybe you take that right arm to the sky. Hold for 5 breaths. And maybe for the last 2 breaths, we pick up the left ball, left palm. Hold for 2 more. And then release. Slowly place your right foot back. As you inhale, we lift up to warrior 2. And as we exhale, windmill the palms with balls or no balls. Power push up or not. Meet me back, downward facing dog. 1, 2. Release the foot, inhale, back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a breather, you guys. Child's pose. Bring the balls with you. So you can now roll the balls up and down towards the wrist, the forearm, here. And we slowly rise. and come to seated.
So that concludes our 20-minute session today. Now, please, if you want to add longer holds or shorter holds, feel free to do so. Most important is you guys listen to the breath. Make sure that you guys are keeping up with your breath, not with me. Okay? Until I see you guys again, may the balls be with you.